Good morning and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please do hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay on this morning. I know that I am. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps to keep the video in the algorithm. Okay, so please like, share, subscribe, comment, all of those things. Okay. I know a lot of people wondering why I'm up so late. First I can't sleep, and that's because I got home late and I just finished, and I'm still not finished doing some stuff in my house because I had some things I needed to put up. I have a confession to make before I get into my commentary. When I left doing what I had to do today on a mission I had to go on, I stopped by the Walmart. And this lady in Brownsville, Tennessee, turned me on to a lot of times their candles are on sale. So they have had some candles in a beautiful vase on sale, and they were 98 cents. Big candles that smell amazing. And I bought every one of them on the shelf. I kid you not. I mean, every one of them I bought. So I think I'm set with candles for the rest of the year, okay? 98 cents, okay? Because they were trying to get rid of them, right? But anyways, I just had to talk about that. I guess I'm in a chatty mood. I drank that coffee and I feel like I'm tweaking, although I don't do no drugs or nothing, but actually I'm just wired up, okay? But I wanted to talk about young Dolph left a good example behind, and now his artists are thriving, okay? I think I was thinking about Key Glock, and Key Glock just did a movie and he's doing the darn thing, and it makes me extremely proud, right? When young Dolph was assassinated, the world was devastated and still is. There's still a lot of eyes on this case with young Dolph, and for a very good reason because of all of the names and players and all of the names that have come up. People are just fascinated with it, and that could be a blessing and a curse. The blessing is when people are fascinated and they got their eyes on the case, that forces the people that the case is in the hands of to do the job, right? The pressure is on because the public is waiting, so that's a good thing. They can't afford to be laxed. The curse is, when a case is sensationalized, oftentimes you have people to become obsessed with it, and then that's when all of the crazy stuff is put out, right? But I've seen how young Dolph's artists have thrived. I could tell. I was thinking about pictures and I was looking for them, but I did find some video of when at Young Dolph's memorial, of when Snoop Bands was there, and you could tell. I mean, he broke down a little. I know men don't like to show their emotions, but I saw that definitely the hurt in Key Glock's eyes. Even when Key Glock, shortly after when he started back doing interviews and things of that nature, how he would drop his head when they asked him about young Dolph. The numbness. The day after young Dolph was assassinated, I remember Snoop Bands and them. They carried on as usual, even in their pain. Giving away turkeys in 2021, as young Dolph would have wanted. Before his life was snatched away from him, and Snoop Bands and them were it was in Castelia that day, and you can tell like it was like an out of body experience. They was there, but you could see like the shock in their face, the how melancholy they were, but still trying to carry on. Um, as young Dolph would have wanted. And you think about these young boys, young Dolph had all of this knowledge. He had attained a lot of success, and I'm sure that they were, their life was, I mean, their future as far as rap was kind of left hanging in the balance of everything because even though they had Daddy O, young Dolph was more so the visionary of this situation. So I'm sure they was unsure about their future and all of that. And so just thinking about that, it was very hurtful to me. I definitely took it very personal to see these young men, just seeing how um, sad they were. And there was definitely a lot of sadness. When Key Glock did his first interview, I believe I dropped some tears, right? Even though people were dissecting it and skinning it from side to side, I had the opportunity to, I just looked at it and I saw when he was asked about young Dolph, how his head, he couldn't even hardly hold his head up, how he dropped his head, which was very sad to me, And so when he said, I'm numb, I'm numb. I understood what he was saying. A young man, when they're that young, I have children that age. I understand their emotions. And as you all can see, I'm very patient oftentimes with kids their age because I have kids their age. And their maturity level is just about the same. I don't care how much street experience they have, their emotional maturity level is just about the same, right? That's why I say we have to handle them with care, but we got to help to guide them right? And so I was able to pull up his memorial, just a little bit of it as we remember him. And I think about even with the little time that he had, Key Glock and Fizzle spent the most time with him. And I'm sure Key Glock was a real good student. And Young Dolph has said he wanted to give all of his artists their own time. He was doing this thing with Key Glock, then he was going to do his thing with Moochie. He was going to do his thing with Snoop and the other guy. I can't think of his name right now. He was going to do his thing with all of his artists at one time, right? So Snoop and Woo, okay, with Snoop and Woo. And Snoop and Woo is hard, right? And so being able to instill what he had went underground and learned, helping these young men not to be a slave to the industry and was going to help to liberate more young men. It's always devastating when someone like that, of that caliber, is taken away from us. And I think that's the reasons a lot of us took it so personally, because anytime a leader, a real true leader, is groomed and starts to rise up, especially in our community, it seems, especially when they're going against the grain of, I think about one of my favorite scriptures in the Bible is when God said, Pharaoh, let my people go. Right. And so I think about the music industry and so many things that try to keep us bound up, God's people as a whole, but especially the African American community. Try to keep, especially what this music industry is doing, making them slaves, raping them financially and things of that nature. And here comes young Dolph, as he said, a crack baby from out of Castelia, got it from out the mud, rose up. Okay. And a lot of people say, well, you might say, well, he wasn't no prophet. There are a lot of prophets. God says the prophets come to uh, liberate, right? The prophets come to liberate. And I think that's a lot of things. That's one of the things that Young Dolph did. He came to liberate, right? He came to liberate. So I wanted to show this, right? Because I'm going back to his artist, okay? And hold on. And give us the soundtrack to our turn ups. And so I would like to present the family with a resolution from the. It was very hurtful to see Mia J, because I mean you could tell that she was having an out of body experience. Sometimes you can have so much pain that it becomes a out of body experience. It seems like you're functioning, but it just, State of Tennessee. On July 20th, that enough is enough. Thank you. A motivator, a great guy.
to Mia, to Aunt Rita, to the rest of the family.
About my dad dying.
Thank you.
Everybody, if you feel sad about my dad dying, just I'm gonna let you know that everything will be fine because if you don't know, then I will know that I will become a great man because my heart is like my dad.
Right.
Remember you told me don't let them last forever. But this paper I think you got going on, this long man Dolph, it's forever, my boy. I love you. Long man Dolph. Sure. Man, bro, you was my friend, mentor, brother, bro. You meant everything to me, bro. Like, I wanted to be just like you, bro. Like, no lie. And I miss you, bro. Look, man, dog, man, word, man, mean what a father means to a son. Feel what a big brother means to a little brother. Feel me? I believe me when I think to myself, love you, dude. Let the record straight. But you're the reason why I'm able to do everything I'm doing. You're the reason why I'm doing house giveaways, car giveaways. You're the reason why I'm able to take care of my son. You're the reason why I'm able to be there for my family. But I just love you. Thank you.
Dolph is Ray Ray. I just want you to know I appreciate you for every part of your journey over the past 2 years. I'm forever grateful for your love, respect, your loyalty, everything you showed me, big bro. Till we meet again, I love you, man.
Yo, about my dog, my big brother, your head, my mentor, a role model. And neighborhood, you are the one change my life. And you so much game within watching change become successful and put in so much work. You got so much recognition from. But I love you for real, though. You know, we slide all the time. Dolph Fusion will always remain my brother. He taught me things in this world about life, music, and perception. Overall, how to be a boss and a captain of a ship. As I sit back and reflect on the happiness and ambition that he put in my life, all I can do is think about my paper route family, knowing that he set us up to turn. Long live Flip, paper route empire for life. My big brother, my mentor, coach. Growing up, I want to be like my gravity and my role model. I appreciate everything I learned from you. I appreciate all the time you spent trying to help me, motivate me, push me to do better than what I do. All that on you. You know what I'm saying? You're a real family man, you're a real stand-up guy, you're a leader, you're a bro. Everybody knows so it's just all I got you for life, brother. I love you. Flipper, my dog. You in the ring, bro. You tried my whole life, bro. I don't know what I'm gonna do without you, bro, but we gonna keep it alive, though. You know what I'm saying? I love you, dog. Have a right here. Well, dog. Yo, what's up, dog? It's your little brother Shine, man. I just want to say thank you for everything. You always been a mentor, a big brother, and an inspiration to me. We gonna always be family. If you know, you know. Long live Dolph.
To me, Dolph was a brother, a best friend, business partner, a life coach, a therapist. Um, what wasn't he? He was everything to me, and I let him go because that's what he wanted to do. Um, and I just wanted to know that I love him.
Dolph, first story you ever told me is I don't do this for the money. I do this for my team, family, and friends. Everyone in this room today are here to support you, love you, and take care of your legacy that you have. Just like you, we truly believe what your passion was, which is that it's never about the money. It's about the people around you that will always push you to be the best person you can be. We'll always miss you, and we'll love you, and we're here to keep your legacy alive.
Talk about Flip. He's more than my favorite right now. He hurt me deep, dude. It's a pain you never leave. I ain't never had nobody to come to me, get hard on me about my health. Dude did that. Dude did stuff for the city. And Curry got back to the media and none of it. He just had a big heart for the city, you know what I'm saying? And Phil was holding down for me. Trying to rap me. Dolph, Down, Flip, Frank. My big brother took it. Inspiration. Friends, family. Truly like family. That and the platform to make that happen. All of us share together. Long man, dog. Real organization. I really don't know what to say right now. But one thing I can say, he was the realest man. Can't nobody say otherwise, you know what I'm saying? He was the realest man. What was it about? I can just tell through his lyrics.
Livy boys, we here. Long live y'all.
When remembering Dolph, I'm gonna think about how hard he worked. Flip, thank you. You created opportunity.
We live. For sure.
Livy boys, we here. Long live y'all.
When remembering Dolph, I'm gonna think about how hard he worked. How he was always loyal to the people around him. He was a good father, a good friend, and he did it his way. He showed us all we can do it our way. So, um, nothing but love. He'll be very missed.
All right. For sure. I'll enjoy.
Okay. I didn't see the one that Key Glock did, but we see mostly. I was showing that for a reason. I wanted for people to see, shortly how, you know, shortly after, young Dolph that was about 2 weeks after his assassination, of course, for his memorial, how devastated his artists were, right? But they've been able to take what he left behind and thrive. And they're doing extremely well. Key Glock is doing movies. Snoop Band's just dropped music. Big Moochie Grape got out. Going up. Kenny Money came from the back to the front, doing a lot of great things. Shatana, um, the rest of them, Woo. Um, I think the young lady ended up getting out of after that happened. They said she took it so hard she kind of got out of the rap industry. But I said that to say this: he affected a lot of lives, and when people were wanting them to spin or whatever, or saying that they weren't doing, crashing out, they was able to take the spirit of Dolph and thrive, right? And as I say, people say that might say that he was not a prophet, right? But remember, the prophet comes to motivate, educate, and liberate, right? And so I feel like there are a lot of prophets, and that's what Young Dolph did. He motivated, he educated them, was educating the people that was in his circle about the industry, about the music industry, so that they could create generational wealth and not be financially raped by the music industry, right? And he liberated them in the short time that he was around them. That's why they are able to thrive, right? But anyways, I just wanted to put that into the atmosphere because I'm so very proud of the young men, and I hope with the spirit of Dolph that so many other young men, that young Dolph left behind, so many other young men are able to eat off of that and take that and go in that direction, right? Even when young Dolph, you know, when he was being shot at, when he was his van was shot up, when his body was shot up. Um, I think about that scripture that says, "Though they slay me, yet will I still." And that's what he did. Even though they slayed him, yet will I still. He continued on. Um, he didn't stop. And his spirit still continues on. Though they slay me, they ended up slaying him and killing him. Okay, but his spirit still continues on. That scripture says, "Yet will I continue on," and he still continues on, and he's continuing on. His spirit is continuing on through his artists because they are thriving, right? And so hopefully his spirit will. Some of these other young guys who come even behind his artists will do research on him and pick up that spirit, right? Right. But anyways, I don't know. I guess I need to just go and go to bed, but I ain't sleepy. I might mess around and do another video, right? Um, but I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App.